Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's webinar. My name is Carsten Bartel. I'm the head of technical service at Simpelkamp Logistik and Service. We are pleased that you have all taken the time to participate here today. Simpelkamp Logistik and Service, SLS for short, is responsible for the worldwide after-sales service within the Simpelkamp Group. We offer comprehensive upgrades and modification solutions, modern industrial IT products, maintenance and inspection services, and various remote services such as the 24/7 remote service, the remote support service, and our expert service directly on site. Our mission is the maximum availability of your plant. To this end, we provide you with our expertise as an original equipment manufacturer. Ideally, you should have access to this know-how 24/7 wherever you are located. This is the only way we can eliminate malfunctions or plant failures at short notice. Your goal is to produce the best quality products on Simpelkamp plants, and this with the highest plant availability and maximum efficiency. Our job is to provide you with the solutions and tools to help you achieve this goal. Our claim, the best service with shortest response time. We have developed our 24/7 remote service specifically for this purpose and expanded it to include additional remote services. Over 50% of our customers' plants are already connected to our 24/7 remote service. Our customers thus have unrestricted access to our expert knowledge around the clock and around the world. All that with response time of less than 2 hours, which are contractually guaranteed. This means that failed systems could be put back into operations as quickly as possible. To give you a small outlook, we will continue to expand our international sales and service network and our service in the coming years. We will also optimize our process and digital tools and make them more efficient. All this with the aim of reducing unplanned downtime. My colleagues Tim Schwers and Vincent Ehlers will now show you how we are already implementing this today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bartel. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim Schwers. I'm responsible for technical service at Simpelkamp Logistik and Service. We are pleased to welcome you to our webinar. Expert-level support, field-proven performance. How our remote services maximize the availability of your plant. Today, we will explain which digital services we can offer our customers. Before we jump in, let me introduce you to my co-host, Vincent Ehlers. I'm very pleased to be able to conduct today's webinar with him.
Thank you, Tim. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vincent Ehlers. I'm your sales and commercial contact for remote service at the SLS. I'm very pleased to be here today. Together with Tim, I will show you how you can benefit from our capabilities. Your goals as a plant operator are our mission. We want to be able to provide the expertise needed at any time to eliminate malfunctions and failures as quickly as possible. To this end, we have introduced a remote service that makes our expert knowledge available for any problem, anytime and anywhere in the world. Do you need quick response times, but sending an expert takes too long? Then we can offer a quick solution with our digital service products.
We have developed a service that fulfills all requirements for digital services. With this system, we integrate the know-how of our Simpelkamp experts regardless of place and time.
Everyone is talking about remote service, and every major plant manufacturer now offers it as a service. So does Simpelkamp. But we clearly stand out from other providers with our digital services. Our original teleservice was a VPN modem-to-modem connection with a stationary base in Krefeld. However, this made it difficult to involve additional experts in troubleshooting. Now at SLS, we have a flexible and location-independent service portfolio at our fingertips. We can involve any expert to solve problems, no matter where they are in the world. Our services reduce your loss by getting you back into production quickly without disruption. These are our reactive services, but we also offer proactive services. This includes, for example, optimizations and consulting services by our experts for everyday smaller tasks, up to complex adjustments in the control of plant components.
In the next few minutes, we would like to introduce you to our digital service and their benefits. First, our technical help desk service used hundreds of times a year by our customers. Here our experts provide rapid assistance in the event of minor malfunctions. The same applies to simple technical or process questions. Second, our new remote glasses service. Here we walk through the plant together with you via a camera system, just as if a SimpleCamp expert were on site. Third, our 8.5 remote service. This allows you to use the full scope of our digital service during our regular office hours. Fourth, our 24/7 remote service. This guarantees you support from our experts 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, with a guaranteed response time. Let's start with the technical help desk service. Every day, customers from all over the world contact us with their questions, either by email or by telephone. This is mostly all about small problems or customers want advice on product or production optimizations. We refer to this service as technical help desk service.
These inquiries reach us via a wide variety of channels. Expert knowledge from various specialist areas is required to answer the questions. And sometimes it is necessary to accompany you for days to work out the required solutions. These are the challenges here. With our remote service department, we can receive these requests. Then we delegate them to the right specialists at SimpleCamp and control them until the final response. In doing so, we use systems that are suitable for the task at hand, whether it involves information procurement, communication, or implementation of further measures. For more complex issues, we apply our digital expert system, the remote service router. This allows us direct access to the controls of your plant and provides a live connection to your production. We provide the necessary equipment on a rental basis or in a license model. In the near future, these will also be available upon request at our service locations worldwide. In this way, we avoid delays due to customs formalities or worldwide shipping.
Now let's move on to the remote glasses service. Remote glasses connects our know-how as equipment manufacturer with our experts. Our state-of-the-art industrial solution makes it possible to exchange data and knowledge in real time between experts, designers, technologists, service technicians, and specialists, regardless of where these experts are located. The audiovisual exchange makes it almost as if our expert is at your plant.
With the intuitive data glasses that can be operated via voice commands, you always have both hands free. The system consists of internally installed speakers on both sides and a swiveling microdisplay. Several built-in microphones ensure that the user can be understood, even in noisy environments. This allows you to perform tasks under our guidance. At the same time, you have access to information and communication. With remote glasses, you benefit from a pre-configured and ready-to-use independent system, multiple microphones and active noise cancellation, audio control for essential functions, a 16-megapixel camera for high-resolution photos and real-time video chat in Full HD, an adjustable microdisplay that corresponds to an approximately 7-inch screen, and the optional connection of a headset via jack plug or Bluetooth. Remote glasses has a protection class IP66 certification is dustproof, jetproof, and shockproof. It is also suitable for use in industrial and hazardous areas. And all it requires is an internet connection via smartphone or your Wi-Fi network. To put it in a nutshell, remote glasses is our digital view over your shoulder. We use it to support you in your tasks. For example, with advice and support for mechanical problems or process-related issues, just as if our expert were at your plant. The licensed video chat function allows you to include an unlimited number of participants and experts live, no matter where they are located. We offer remote glasses as a standalone system in a license agreement. For scheduled services, use on a rental base is also possible. For example, in the event of production disruptions, malfunctions, installation work, or commissioning. Remote glasses is available as an optional extension to our 8.5 and our 24/7 remote service contract customers. It's ideal if you need a professional troubleshooting guide at hand. We would like to point out the advantages again in detail. Remote glasses can be used immediately. It offers audiovisual support in real time through our worldwide remote specialist network. It enables extended support in the automation network with the SimpleCamp remote contract, shortens unplanned downtimes, avoids unnecessary travel for small tasks, enables unrestricted communication in both directions, simplifies knowledge transfer and communication, includes multi-user live video chat, and control drawings and images on the display.
Not every question or problem requires a technician to be dispatched to your plant. With our 8.5 remote service, we take the technical help desk to a new level. We bring our expertise digitally to your plant. 5 days a week, our remote service is available during regular office hours at our headquarters.
The access is simple. After signing an 8.5 remote service contract, we will send you our hardware. After you have connected the hardware to the internet, we can start with the remote commissioning. After a very short time, our remote service is ready for use. I would like to describe briefly how the service works. We guarantee a response or feedback time after receiving the service ticket. Even in emergencies, we are connected to your plant at short notice at the contractually guaranteed times and start the fault analysis. Via our remote service cockpit, you trigger a service ticket by entering just a few pieces of information. This authorizes our technicians to connect to your plant. Via live chat with text, audio, or video, our experts are able to communicate with you. At the same time, our expert can access the controls that are unlocked for him. In doing so, you no longer need to route him by enabling individual controllers. Each access is documented to the minute, and the respective user is identified. Only after prior legitimation by the plant operator, the plant is connected to SimpleCamp's central remote server via an internet VPN connection. As the plant operator, you can follow all activities. By closing the service ticket in the service cockpit, you can also terminate the remote access at any time. In addition, the entire service operation is automatically documented. With our remote service, we rely on an internationally established and maximally secured system. It was specially developed for the high requirements in the industrial environment. Our system can be retrofitted to most plants and is ready for use in a very short time. A few words about the hardware. Communication and access to the controller run via a router at your plant in the service cockpit. The hardware is pre-configured by us. This means that commissioning of the 8.5 remote service is completed in just a few hours.
We guarantee the following: a password-protected authentication procedure with password security guaranteed by password policy. A secure connection through complex encryption based on a cryptographic procedure. Daily control of whether the hardware is accessible. Exclusive control by you. You determine who gets access and when. Shortest response time after triggering a new service ticket.
Your benefits include access to our worldwide expert knowledge, fast and uncomplicated support from our specialists, a qualified system to support you in all standard tasks up to plant breakdowns, and full cost control through fixed hourly billing rates.
Let's continue with our 24/7 remote service. Your production never stands still, and delivery commitments are of immense importance. Suddenly, your machine shows an error message. The plant comes to an unplanned standstill. High losses are quickly incurred. In this case, we can provide you with an optimal support with our 24/7 remote service.
Your own technicians are unable to determine the cause in the short term, and the production stoppage has already lasted several hours. Your options for troubleshooting are exhausted, and you now need the support of the plant manufacturer at short notice. We will provide you the needed support. As a 24/7 remote service contract customer, you can request our support directly from the plant control room. Within the agreed response time, you will be contacted by our experts after activating the service ticket. For this purpose, we keep experts on call around the clock every day, even on weekends. These experts accept your service ticket and the fault analysis begins directly. With this, we offer you a service that has been tried and tested over many years with sophisticated hardware and software. We have successfully deployed our system at more than 50% of our plants. More than 80% of the reported plant shutdowns can be resolved within the first 5 hours after the ticket has been received, whereas in the past, an expert even had to be sent to the plant. This reduces your downtime costs by over 80%. Signing a 24/7 remote service contract pays for itself with just 1 hour of unplanned downtime.
To briefly summarize our service again. Availability 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Contact by our experts within a guaranteed response time. Backup activation of our hotline contacts in case of non-availability and automatic escalation to other locations. Access to your system only after prior legitimation. Access can be revoked and terminated at any time by closing the service ticket. Minute-by-minute documentation of the connections to your system. Several users can work on the process at the same time. Thus, our worldwide experts' knowledge is available for the analysis of your problem.
By the way, SimpleCAM's remote service software is regularly tested by TÜV IT. It fulfills all requirements for the security qualification according to Security Assurance Level SEAL 3.
Our digital service products are modular. You can easily turn remote glasses and 24/7 remote service into 24/7 remote service plus. This allows you to benefit from all the advantages of both systems, in combination or individually, depending on the task.
Remote glasses and 24/7 remote service combined allow our experts to look over your shoulder virtually while troubleshooting. Our experts can guide you live in which areas to look for the cause for the malfunction, whether for defective hardware or sensor technology. Superimposed field of view markings guide the wearer of the remote glasses even in complex environments. This supports targeted fault analysis. Drawings, circuit diagrams, or hydraulic plans can also be displayed at any time. At the same time, our automation specialist can intervene in the control system to help identify the source of the malfunction. In this way, the control system can be changed quickly if necessary. Let me once again list the advantages you get from combining the two systems. Experts are guaranteed to be available. Troubleshooting is supported by the exchange of all data and information, regardless whether visualization of the plant control, status data, control parameters, or visual info from the plant. And for every application, the appropriate system is available on site.
We have now given you an overview of all SLS digital service products. 1. The technical help desk service with our experts for the daily small technical questions. 2. The remote glasses. 3. The 8.5 remote service basic. 4. The 24/7 remote service basic. 5. And finally, the 24/7 remote service plus. With these various remote services, we fulfill our claim of ensuring maximum availability of your system. As a remote contract customer, you also benefit from reduced downtimes, and we handle incidents in your plant with priority. That was an insight into our remote services. Do you have further requirements? Then contact us. We will be happy to expand our services for you. And now we look forward to your questions on the subject.